Hello, hello, my green skins, and welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here, we are live. Today it's just me and Bob until other people show up. And if not other people show up, well, it's not like we don't have a lot of fun in store for the groups tonight. Tonight we'll be talking about some fun stuff, hopefully a review of Voyager today, and hopefully we'll be having some other fun. So, here we go, boys. Let's get this started. Hello, Bob the Marauder. Welcome to the Space Geeks. We are a retro community, so support those. Links in the description. We have quite a few people here that have helped us out. If you want to support us, that would be great. We also have a Patreon that's also found in there. And if you want to get some merch, we have a merch store for different stuff here. Now, none of this stuff actually goes with the channel, but we like to make fun little stuff here. Dream of House Hippo. If you want our I Believe in House Hippo shirts or our Dice Goblin shirts, please join us and look in and pick yourselves up some shirts. We are trying to get some stuff sold. We want to get some stuff off the ground here, boys and girls. No one needs to buy. Like I said, these are fun shirts you can buy, and they have nothing to do with the channel, really. So you get to have fun, and you can just be interested.
Are we using White Bat audio?
Yes, we are using White Bat audio today.
Okay.
To White Bat audio, he is copyright-free music. Have fun with his stuff. He's actually good sound on him. And oh God, we're gonna have some fun reviewings. So chat, tell us, should me and Bob watch The Bride?
The Bride.
Yes, there's a brand new Bride
Kill
of
Bill
Frank.
Bride?
No. Like there's a brand new movie called The Bride that came out. And
Okay, so this is Frankenstein's monster kind of thing.
No. Let's just put it this way, Bob. If from what I'm hearing, walkouts of this movie are within the first 15 minutes.
Ooh.
That made a movie that took $90 million to produce and was made to hit per crowd has only made $7 million.
Ooh.
And rumor has it that it's projected to make 15 to 25.
Do I have to?
We may have to. If we get people watching, we want those subscribers, we want those things, we may need to watch The Bride. This may be something for us to watch as a live review. But let's talk about an interesting other thing.
Now I'm worried. The Chief is going to have to rent the Clockwork Orange torture kit again to strap me in a chair.
I thought I had to use it for the book that two orcs just read. So we have the Horde read a book. I'm going to have like special
orcs reading. what a concept.
What a concept. The Horde book club today. And today we got ourselves a copy of Rendezvous with Rama. A classic book. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot to do this because I know someone wanted to be a part of this. We'll see if he actually read the book. If he didn't, I'm going to kick him out.
Well, read more like listen because it was an audiobook. Because I can't be bothered to look at writing on pages. That is not a thing Bob does.
Read the book. I don't know if you read the book, but Rendezvous with Rama. We read the first book. Rama is a interesting book series. It has
multiple
7
books.
Yes, there's more than one.
Oh
there's
my
7.
God!
There's Return of Rama. Yeah, Rama the Awakening, a couple others. Yes.
Oh man. Let me guess. Half of those books is just fluff of explaining somebody's perspective, just like the first book.
Yeah. So Rama, we're not going to get into those other books. To be honest, I think it's no, because I actually believe the book for Rama was so good just in a one-off. If you one-off that book, it's amazing. If you look at the other books for Rama,
I know what you're talking about. I've seen both animated series and book series have similar things where it's like, just leave it at the first one. There's no need for a sequel.
Like, for example, when Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees, has a second book series. And
that's a serial killer bear, right?
Yeah. Can I be honest? The first book series ends good enough that you could just walk away and be okay. The second book series ends in a Quentin Tarantino bloodbath.
Oh god.
And boy,
feet galore. Yeah. Fucking Tarantino, all the feet. The most necessary shot in all of the film, the foot shot. Fucking A.
No. This is a bloodbath. This is absolute bloodbath. This is so Tarantino, it's something funny.
Okay.
First book series ends with I'm gonna kind of spoil a little bit.
I'm sorry. I gotta get this out real quick. The only thing that I know Tarantino for is gratuitous gore and feet. Okay. I don't know what else is on this man's rap sheet.
The first one ends off with our bear Samantha Strong fucking off to another, like, basically she succeeds, she tricks the cops in her local area, and she's good, and she gets to live her life as an awesome, like, little like she gets to walk away. The next book series takes place 8 years later when internet hits, and then Samantha realizes, oh, people like what I'm doing online. They enjoy the murders and all the sins and evils I committed. So, and this is the Wild West. This is when internet just hit. So, if anybody who knows back in the day, man, there was crime footage you could find. Like, you could literally just, like, there were sites dedicated to just, like, crime footage.
Wait, Chief, wait. That is kind of like a meta commentary now that I think about it. It's like, oh, people on the internet enjoy what I do, and it's like, you know, the readers, and then, you know, people in the universe. It's kind of neat. That's a good meta commentary right there.
It's a brilliant way. It's a brilliant, intelligent way of, like, the creator actually doing something. I'm not going to lie. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, if you get a chance, it's an interesting horror book series. I would go as far as saying if they ever made a TV show of this, I think it would be a good... If they did it in the style of Rupert, like the old Rupert comics or the Babar comics, like the Babar art, okay, you got people's attention. And it is one of those fun little things where, like... But anyway, the first series ends with, I don't want to say too much, but it ends with our plucky little serial killer getting away. The second book series ends with our plucky little serial killer getting away as the city she lived in for her entire life burns. And Quentin Tarantino bloodlust, and literally a character who gets introduced in this book series getting set ablaze and dies screaming. And then it ends with her, like, traveling to another town, going, hey, what's over here with this town? Like, is there any town around here? Oh, yeah, I wouldn't really call it a town. There's not a large population. She's like, oh, good. I think I found my new place to go. And so she goes to another town. And she's like, I have so many fans now. It's like, in a way, that is an evil way. It's a great book. It's an interesting horror book series. But we're not here to talk about Beneath the Trees. We may even... I want to get the creator's permission to actually show it on you. The problem is I don't know how far YouTube's going to let me show the gore and violence of this. It is a violent book series, so I don't know how far we're going to be able to get away with it.
And we're not technical enough, nor do we have, an editor to do a bunch of censoring post footage.
Luckily, Beneath the Trees isn't so bad. And I was looking at the new book series we're going to be looking at coming up, and I've looked at the gore of it. It's gory, but it's that super cartoony thing. If Ren and Stimpy's allowed on here, then I guess anything can be allowed on here. And Ren and Stimpy shouldn't be allowed on here for multiple reasons.
Oh my god, Ren and Stimpy was not a kid's show. that was not a kid's show.
We're not a kid's channel, so fucking I don't care.
Even so, I'm just like, goddamn, fucking Ren and Stimpy. This was on when my siblings were just young. It's like, shit, dude.
I know. Rendezvous with Rama. Rama is an interesting beast. in a lot of ways. So, Bob, your first thoughts while reading this book, and then I'll get to my first thoughts.
Interstellar can of Red Bull is the way I'd describe Rama itself. But on the real, when you say you want me to describe it, are you talking about like the book itself or how it was written, or?
No. Give me the feeling of the story to you. Like, what were you pulling away from this story as you were reading it?
It was too sloppy to be a captain's log, if that makes sense, which kind of adds to it because it's people's like first impressions on something. Like, oh, here's a perspective of this captain over here, and whenever he was first entering Rama and all that shit, maybe a little bit of plot of what a simp was and all that, but all around it was just what? Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah. Maybe I should actually explain the backdrop, the synopsis of this. Rama is a story about a giant cylindrical like spear, like giant object. It almost looks like a giant cigar.
Giant solenoid.
Yeah, solenoid. One end is flat. The other end has like a little curvature, like it looks like a cigar. It even has a little almost like a little state, like a little something. It's just slowly rotating as it's traveling through our solar system. Mankind has reached 2077. Well, I might actually be alive, so we'll see what happens there.
2,000 years from the 70s, so I guess sure.
Yeah. So yeah, this actually is floating through existence. Our entire universe, our entire like galaxy has been turned upside down because we've never seen a structure like this. And then we realize, oh, it's not an asteroid or a comet. This fucker is a spaceship. And that realization has us freaking out. So we
not to mention the back and forth of it being a derelict or not a derelict.
Yep, exactly. So here we are wondering, okay, Rama has appeared. What the fuck do we do with this? And that's kind of the story arc. Okay, go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. I know because of the product of its time concept of it was in the 70s when this was written, and you need to explain things to people who don't know what zero-G or space necessarily is. Yeah. But it got to the point where I was like, okay, move on. Next. Yep. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, it just got annoying after a while. But the bickering in the chairman room with the scientists, the professors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, okay, I see why Chief was like, okay, this is why he enjoys humans being humans. Yeah, because it's like, oh, here's a mixture of pride, and this guy's like, oh, did you read my book? Oh, it talks about this, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Motherfucker trying to plug his own book here.
Oh, yeah. I love it, especially, like I said, when you get to the Mercurians, the humans that are living on Mercury. These people are fascinating on so many levels. Because of the reason they're fascinating is these fuckers are, almost, let's put it this way, they're such an extremist to their values. It's like, well, we hold the greatest power. What if something's coming for our power? We can't allow our power to be touched. Blow it up. This is what makes it funny for me as a person, and the way I look at it, is the idea that in all intents and purposes, when Rama appeared in our galaxy, in our solar system, it was the most important thing in the world. To Rama, it was Tuesday. They were literally stopping to get gas. That was it. This spaceship was floating to get gas and purposely fucks and pisses everything off because it literally turns everything we thought, like, the laws of physics, the laws of gravity and inertia. It basically goes doop on your head. And now.
Well, no. Here's the thing that I thought was really stupid, because this is once again another very human thing when two sides are bickering about the same concept just from different angles. When you're like, oh, let's not use the term centrifugal force. No, it's centrifugal force.
Yeah.
All right. It's like, oh, but that's a term made by shut the fuck up. It's centrifugal force. Just leave it.
Yeah, I know, but it's just funny to have like people argue over the most stupid thing. Meanwhile, you have a crew of people setting up their lives, building something amazing. And that's the thing about this. This is this fascinating beast of both humans, like watching people, Monday morning quarterback, while motherfuckers on the space station. If they didn't have to deal with the bullshit of these assholes, they could have maybe figured out more stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved about it. That's what I fucking thought was great.
Oh, dude, it was... But yeah, I was trying to figure out, like, oh boy, what's Chief mean whenever he says, oh, people being people, That's the most entertaining part. And then I get to those parts, and I'm like, fuck, he's right. Fuck.
No, I'm right?
Like, it's this is why I fucking hate bureaucracy.
Yeah, and like even one of the space guys, he's like, hey, I gotta call this people up. I gotta call people on my planet up on Earth. I have to call them because Space Jesus brought us the Ark.
Yep. Yeah. Like, you know what? Fuck you. I like Boris. I liked Boris because cool. he was a man of standards, and he's like, this is what I believe. All right, Captain? So,
yeah, I know.
Will you allow me to do this? And he's like, okay, Boris. If it comes out true, yes, I'll even put it as priority. Yeah. Thank you, Captain. Yeah, I like how Boris was like heavily Russian, Boris. So I'm like, he's part of the space orthodoxy.
Yeah. And I like Boris too. Especially when Boris is like, as the book progresses, Mercury's like, oh no, to us, blow it up, and it's like, buddy, you don't even know if your explosive's gonna work on it. We put the most powerful.
The thing is fucking huge.
Yeah, and
why?
They put the
not to mention you got bodies on board.
Well, even if the bodies left, okay, even if Rama, okay, they're afraid Rama's gonna do its thing. Now here's the thing about Rama. Like, how do you know that's going to work? To their knowledge, something's going on.
Or retaliate.
Yeah.
Do you really want the giant cigar in space to retaliate?
Yeah.
I don't. Because Mercury is a comparatively small planetoid in our solar system.
Yeah. But their fear is that this thing's gonna go and absorb, attack Mercury anyway. It's like an invasion force. And it's like, it's not an invasion force. You don't know what it is. You have no idea what the fuck.
The more you say that, at first I thought it was just like one scientist doing it, because if I'm not mistaken, the Mercurians had that professor who was, observing mining operations or whatever in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
I always thought they were like high intelligence. The accent that the orator gave him it almost sounded like Indian, like East Indian.
I don't know what the mentality was, but I do know these guys were literally looking at it and they were like, we're going to blow it up. And it's like, by blowing this up, you are functionally destroying a giant. You have no idea what it is. So far as it stands, whatever this thing is, it's starting to wake up the closer it gets to the sun. So it looks like this is either going to land to the sun or go around the sun, and it's just going to leave us. That's what it looks like. Like, there's been no evidence that this thing is going to attack or do anything other than follow its trajectory.
And also, Chief, real quick, the fact that they never put two and two together of like, okay, so you attack the thing. You have two options that can come from that. Your attack does something, or it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, if this thing wants to retaliate, you're fucked, because it's fucking massive.
Yep,
Two.
It is.
And here's the second thing. Even if it doesn't immediately retaliate, and you blow a chunk off, where the fuck is that chunk gonna go? This is the vacuum of space, ladies and gentlemen. Do you really want a giant piece of this gigastructure, really, to land on your planet? Because certain asteroids of certain sizes, based upon the planet and atmosphere, that could be like fucking Sarbamba landing on your front door.
It is, and is so massive. It's hysterical how like the thing is. So there are other books, like I said, and then I don't want to get into those other books because those are written by two people instead of the one guy.
Yeah.
Uh, Apparently they get stupid. Apparently they get really stupid. But anyway, the little spider creatures that like everyone, everything here is just them. They don't seem to care. They check us out, and then they as they're about to, like, here's what made it great. They're coming really close to the sun. And it's like, okay, we're backing off. We're getting the fuck away from this. And then Rama just takes a fucking turn that doesn't make a lick of sense.
Yeah.
In such a fast portion that it breaks all laws of fucking physics and gravity. And at that point, like, the Martians are like everyone at that point, we're all watching this. The universe, the known universe, according to man, just saw something decide to turn on its axis in a way that is impossible according to our logic.
I guarantee you, if I was able to witness this thing moving, I would have been like, yeah, of course it can move that way. I know I'm a simple man, but when this guy says something is impossible, he usually like goes back on himself in his writing.
No, it wasn't him that said that. It was the physicist on his crew that stopped and went, well, there goes Newton's laws. So this thing twists in a way and like, basically the way it kind of, like, best way to put it, in space it's going in one direction. All of a sudden it's like, it kind of does like a Tokyo drift. It's rolling and it just fucking and it stops in mid-movement. In a way, like, imagine a drift where this thing doesn't like slow and skid. This thing just stops instantly. All of a sudden it lights up and it starts absorbing our sun's energy. And everyone's like, wow, so yeah, we couldn't do anything to this thing. You know what you would have done if they would have dropped that bomb on it? Although I do like the fact that they actually blew up the bomb. The Martians, the Mercurians decided to set off a bomb. And so basically one of the guys went on there and went, well, I'm going to set off the bomb. And he's like, well, I'm going to lock this up, break everything. And then he breaks it all down. And as he's leaving, he's thinking to himself, maybe I should wave at the end. He's like, no, that might be insulting. So he travels back to that. He's like, well, I get, and then he gets on the space station, and his exact words were, I guess we're not going to be ever invited to Mercury ever again.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Which one had the nobility class? Which planet was that?
Earth and the Moon kind of have the most, because but both sides of them don't agree with anything that they're doing. So it's kind of like a constant fight between the two.
Yeah,
but
because the one professor who was looking over mining operations, apparently he was from Mercury, but he was doing everything for a scientific view. And then he had his rival who suggested the book. And I forgot where the rival was from, but he's always referred to as, like, Sir.
Mars.
Okay. Yeah, okay, he's from Mars.
And the funny thing about that is, at the end of this book, because Rama, after it does this, it just dips. It vanishes. No one knows where it goes, boop, and gone. It moves at such a velocity, no one sees it, and it disappears, and we never see it again.
Bye, bitch.
And, what?
Literally, it was like, bye, Felicia. Whoop.
Bye, bitch. And so it fucking leaves. And mankind's sitting there going, oh, yeah, we don't know what that bomb would have done, but that most likely would have done absolutely nothing, considering the fact that survived the sun.
Being point blank to the sun for an extended period of time to absorb fuel.
Yeah.
Oh, not to mention the sheer gravitational pull of the sun.
Yeah. Yeah, and it sat there stationary while this thing was turning in orbit. That tells you something right there. No,
This book was beautiful and stupid at the same time. I would give it, if I was back in like ye olden days, I'd give it a high rating. But nowadays, because I'm looking back at what they thought, which it does have its charm. I still would give this book like a 6 out of 10. It's not perfect.
Okay, for someone who's never read this book from that period, that's high praise. But I would look at it from like a 7 or an 8 because I'm a hardcore sci-fi geek, and the fact we never got that Rama movie back in the fucking 80s and 90s, fucking that sucks, man. Could you imagine if we had gotten that?
It would be like a mixture of a space opera drama. Because it would have so much fucking drama, especially in that war room where everybody's bickering.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about it. The drama ended up becoming better as time went on for Rama. Rama's one of those series where drama became a thing, and it was. I like Rama for what it is. Rama is a classically fun, interesting book that I really do like. The thing is, it's 8 hours, so fucking dude, it's probably take longer for people who are actually reading it, because that's a month. That's what I like to jokingly call a month book. You probably read that.
I had the speed run portions.
Yeah, a chapter a day. Like that's how I would read Rama. Like back in the day, that's how I read Rama. It was like a couple chapters a day.
My only critique really is. Also kind of adds to the charm of it, you know, because I look at it from both perspectives. It's like, this was made in the 70s. People had no idea what the hell this is. So they need to break it into exquisite detail. But the one portion where it was like, the captain, when he first gets on Rama, there's a ladder that goes both up and down from his perspective. And he's thinking to myself, would this be considered up or would it be considered down? And then it goes through this long fucking explanation of, for the time being, I'll consider it up, just for my own sake. And I'm thinking to myself, so you wasted my time. There was no point in this entire conversation whatsoever. If you're going up the ladder, then you're going up the ladder. Because if you're in a zero-G environment, you're going to be going head first anyways, so it's always going to be up. As long as you can find your way back in the labyrinth, it doesn't fucking matter, now does it?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Again, like I was trying to explain to you, the way Rama works, it's a multiple gyroscopic device. It's spinning in multiple intervals. Like this thing would
I know, but at the end of the day, does it really matter if you find your way back?
Yeah, but imagine doing that for the first time when you never dealt with that before.
Yeah, I know. Once again, the explanation was for the sake of the other people, but for me, I was losing my mind because I was just like, dude, it doesn't matter. If you can find your way back, that's the only thing that does matter.
But that's that person's point of view of how he would operate in that. Again,
I know. I get it. That's why I'm not giving this like a 4 out of 10. I'm giving it a 6 because I understand why it's there. Mm-hmm. It just annoyed me. Mm-hmm. Because that was multiple paragraphs of jargon that could have been used to forward the plot. That's why I was like, do they have a TLDR version of this book?
No, it's just the way Rama is. And again, I understand what he's doing by explaining it. He's not just explaining it to you. He's explaining it to. It's a point of view aspect. A lot of this is a point of view aspect. When Buddy's riding the Dragonfly, which we haven't even touched on.
Oh yeah, the Dragonfly.
I like how he smuggled an air bike.
Yeah, that did entertain me, and it was interesting describing what it was, because the name Dragonfly and describing its wings and shit of how it pedals through zero G or low gravity. I thought of those bike things from Howl's Moving Castle.
That's what I thought too. That's kind of my vibe I got from it as well. This would have a kind of a Da Vinci look to it. That's kind of the vibe I got from it. It would have like that weird, like rotating corkscrew on the top to rise you, and then it would have the wings to spry, and then you'd probably what you want.
I thought of that, except instead of it being engine powered or whatever it is in Howl's Moving Castle, you have to pedal the fucking thing. Like, goddamn, you have to pedal it.
Like this, you could, in theory, you could do this. It's an interesting idea. I saw through someone made the schematics for these air bikes, and it was very interesting. I was going to get some of the shit, but I decided, like last minute, I probably shouldn't. But like, yeah, riding stuff and realizing where he was and what he was doing. Like again,
the best way I was able to like understand the wings on this bike, like through the spokes or whatever the hell, I thought of the concept of the quantum rudder, where no matter what position you are in space, it will always keep to a set plane. Because it's a quantum rudder. That's how quantum rudders work.
Yeah. So
you effectively can use aerodynamics in space, even though there is no air in a vacuum to use said rudders. So
I like the idea, because the way he did it is he flew up to a key point and flew to get to New York, which is the name of one of the settlements there. And like, okay, so New York's...
Well, you say settlements. It was just a portion of each bit of Rama was named after a major city, just for the simplicity of navigation.
Yeah, and like where they kind of parked, I think, was Paris, and if I remember correctly, it was Paris, and where Paris was, they punched a hole to get into the computer. Basically, from what the way Rom was kind of described is
hold up. They sailed to New York on the raft, and then Man used his little air bike after Boris had his religious conversation.
Yeah.
So then they moved on to Paris.
What? I thought they did they sail to New York? I thought they sailed.
They sailed to New York, and then like the next conundrum was like, why is this water being powered here? Do they have the machinery for it? And it was just them talking about how they're using it to power this section, using like hydrodynamics and shit.
Okay. So where was the way I remember it is the part where they park closer to is the one with the giant what looks like buildings, which is actually a computer.
Yes. That's a server rack, but that wasn't New York. New York was it just had a bunch of hydropower plants in the area called New York.
Yeah, and then Paris was where he traveled the farthest reach, and then he was having. And it's interesting, like I said, there are different locations, and again, they don't touch everything in Rama. That Return to Rama has.
It's too fucking big.
Yeah. Oh, Return to Rama gets interesting because Return to Rama. I don't.
This thing's roughly the size of, for those who know Mass Effect, the Citadel. It's like take the Citadel, except make it a complete cigar shape, and cut off any viewing ports to the outside void of space. That is how fucking big this thing is. It is absurd.
It's bigger.
That too, yeah.
It's actually big.
I'm trying to give them a rough, idea.
Yeah.
Or you could think of those colonies that they have in Gundam, kind of.
Apparently, it's about as large as Canada. That's what I remember. I remember the...
Sorry.
Like, you could fit Rama.
Canada started it. I'm sorry, we're talking about aliens, and then the Canada comes up. I will always think of that one quote in New Vegas.
Yep.
What was that? Fallout 3? Fuck it.
Fallout 2 stuff, don't get me started on that bullshit. The new Fallout 2.
Canada started it all.
Yeah. Well, this is after America did terrorist attacks on Canadians. We won't get into that.
Yeah, that's just Fallout lore. That's not real world stuff.
Yeah. There's a reason why I never ended up doing the season 2 of Fallout.
Oh yeah, because they just took all the good shit and threw it out. There's a reason why Bethesda should stick to East Coast and ruin the franchise rather than bothering to touch the West Coast, because the West Coast is a goddamn treasure.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with these cocksuckers at this point. Go fuck yourselves. All right, so no DJ, so we're getting to the game right away today. And we are playing a new game, as always, on the channel. We start off with usually a new game here and there.
The one thing that Fallout has that's accurate is Ohio's a blasted out wasteland with deadly levels of radiation, even for most mutants.
Yeah. So we are playing an interesting game called Gravity Circle. Bob might like this one. This is actually an interesting one.
Okay.
I did start this a bit, but we're gonna restart it in the game, go easy mode, just so I can do stuff while I'm distracted. I can look back and forth to the screen. All right, boys. So this is what I like to call Mega Man the Puncher. It's Kenshiro the Robot edition.
Kenshiro Robot.
Yep. He's the savior. Here we go. Woohoo! You'll always be dead.
I love post-apocalyptic Jesus.
I love post-apocalyptic Jesus too. He's my favorite. Get away! You fucker, hit me. Get me and run. Okay, now I got my guy here. Gotta make sure I use him. Oh shit! Nope. Don't want to make that move.
Oh, I like the scarf that he has. It allows you to track the character much easier.
It does. I know. It's an interesting game, actually. I do like this one. This one's actually one of my favorite new Mega Man lights. I don't like that the run button is skewed to your thing, but you know that's just me. There we go.
Right, so if you press harder on a direction.
No, you gotta press R. You gotta press the LT button or the left trigger button. So if you want to move faster, you gotta kind of like trigger it. You don't actually build momentum in this game. You just trigger it. So that is a little annoying. But this is a great game. I do say this is one of the better video games I've played in a while. I do like the ability to grab people. That is actually my fun ability.
Hi,
well,
DJ.
hello, DJ. Welcome. I was actually going to ask you to look up the Rama 3D model that's out there. If you could find the actual full model, but I don't know if you have a copy of that. Does DJ hear us? Is he active?
Let me see. He's not muted. He maybe he's setting some things up.
Yeah, setting his mic up. Ah, damn it! I fell down the cliff. I do like that you can bounce back some of the weapons in this game too. Also can be bounced back. It's kind of an interesting idea. Yeah, you can really have some fun with this one. This game really does have some interesting combat motions. It's very, very, very ninja-like, actually. Something. You know what it kind of reminds me of?
I was seeing that. I was seeing a bit of Ninja Gaiden and Mega Man here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, that Ninja Gaiden attitude. Hello, DJ, you with us?
I am with you.
Yeah.
But I lost your... Oh, did I got it? Yep, I am here.
All right, so... we were talking about Rama, and I was actually going to ask you to see if you had a copy of the 3D model of like the full design of Rama, but like I don't know if you had something like that. That was actually.
If I can always get a picture, but let me see if I have one of the Space Engineer.
Yeah, because there actually is a functional 3D model of Rama. I've seen it. It's actually very fascinating because they actually put it in a video game. I just can't remember what video game they put it in. Yeah, and you also have a game. You actually have a game review you wanted to bring up to the channel. So yeah, you're welcome to it, my friend. We just finished Rama. What was your thoughts on Rendezvous with Rama? I don't know. It's been a while since you probably read it, but
well, I mean, like I enjoyed it. It was definitely like you said. It was a lot of build up to the main course, but I thought it was great. Like the idea that you got this dead Hulk. Because I read it on the videos of newer. And while I don't believe anything fucking on the old said, pardon the language. Or at least I don't believe. Well, I don't believe anything he said. Obviously, he's gonna say, you know, Roman Clock is right. But you know, the idea was cool because like it jives with what people were claiming about that particular comic.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm familiar from Gundam and from Gerard O'Neill's work at Master. So having this like alien version of one, and the fact that like you know like okay, so I don't want to go too far into the story and ruin anything, but I liked it, and I thought.
Oh, we just ruined the whole story. We just told from start to finish the first book.
Oh, okay, I was that late. Okay, I thought I got the time wrong. I'm sorry, but yeah, what do you call it? Like basically, like as it was getting near the sun, it started warming up, and that's when the system started activating. I thought that was a pretty clever, you know, way of getting things to warm up, and then refresh me. Was it like on Rama when it turned on, when it warmed up? Did anything?
No, there was just the biots and the synops that showed up, and the crabs, the starfish, the spiders that made an appearance. That was a big thing for them that they saw. It looked like it was, to them, it was just a program.
And what automated programs are biological?
Well, biops. They're biological. They're biological, and they're what you call.
Oh, okay, so programs, like drone, but program.
Yeah. Looks like they were artificially made, and and then anything that was damaged or destroyed, the machines would legitimately take apart, and use for their own recycling. So anything that was destroyed ends up back in the Green Sea.
Ah, yeah, that was pretty cool. Good news, I just find a model of Rama, and I'm pulling up the application now so you guys can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a full thing of Rama. It's actually fascinating. Like I saw someone really went all in. It's a massive structure with 3 gyroscopic. The way to explain Rama, the shell itself is spinning at all times.
Mm-hmm.
There's like there's the inside layer that's spinning, and then there's the bottom layer, and then there's a third layer that's spinning. So you have a constant motion that's constantly going. That's apparently where the power supply was. It's actually interesting, like I said, as Rama, because like the fun about Rama is the people here with Rama were slowly, like everyone's like, oh, Rama, you know, like the idea that humans were like putting a name on Rama a lot. Like they were putting that like, oh, well, you know, the one guy thought, oh, well, it's for humans it was the ark for humans. Space Jesus made it for us. And then you got the Martians, blow it up, and it's like, you know, guys, to you, Rama is the most important thing in the world. To Rama, it was fucking Tuesday.
How close did I bring it to Earth? Do you think it's a little too close?
Yeah. Don't bring it too close. Don't bring it too close to Earth, DJ, because then we're gonna have to go find space whales.
You can call me Captain Ahab.
For those that don't know, space whales is a joke reference to the that's the Voyage Home. I think was that the episode? Yeah,
there's also some similar in Star Wars where they eat the energy used for hyperdrive.
Yeah.
They also had him in what do you call it?
Yeah.
They had him in Macross. Yeah, they had space whales in Macross. Macross 7 Dynamite.
Yeah, space sperm. Say it right, space sperm. DJ, it's space sperm.
I forgot. You know what it means.
Yeah. We call it the space sperm. And that's with the weird tendril, the weird girl with the tendril thing sucking on her neck.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a Macross thing. You have to watch Macross. I'm sorry, my friend, if you don't.
What, was that the weird pee-pee shower thing?
No, that was not the weird pee-pee shower thing.
What was that thing you showed me where the shower is just like a penis that spouts water?
Oh, that was Lex.
Lex, okay.
Oh yeah, but the food just went
through. Okay, shut up. I don't care about your little thing there. Just help me build my help me change the color of my paint, which gives me special abilities. So that's how this game is. You are in a nutshell. You are going to be building up your character, making yourself the powerful super robot as the game progresses. And your whole goal in the game right now is to acquire, is to basically fight out people and defeat these evil robot masters. And then you slowly build yourself up as the ultimate robot master. You are robot Jesus, aka Kenshiro. Mother shock. Do 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 do.
What a shot!
Oh fuck, I love that. And again, you're gonna get maneuvers like look. Now I got the sure you can.
Oh boy.
And as I progress in the game, I'll get different maneuvers, and the different maneuvers can be useful for me. And you can even you can dispel. You can actually reflect punching and stuff. You can do a bunch of little fun things in this. It is actually
don't get baited by an enemy. Force you to pull out the DP.
Oh yeah. Oh well, you get a lot of combo moves and different secondary moves and third moves. You just gotta really know how to use them. And then you get double jumps. You'll progress in the game really fast. It's actually one of those cool ass badass games.
I gotta send you a different link, but you can't look at my OBS and
I can. I just gotta figure out how to do that with OBS, and then I'd have to stop the game to do that. Yeah, send it to me, and then send me an image, and I'll set her up for us, and we'll put it on.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So Rama was so you did read Rama back in the day. We actually had another person that was supposed to do the reading today, but he unfortunately couldn't make it today. So we'll worry about we'll ask him his thing on the next one. Yeah. So we had oh shoot. The next one on the book series is going to be a boy and his dog, and then I'm going to make Bob read a book about an elf. Oh, it's the good book. We're gonna be talking about Elric Oric, the actual witches.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, yeah. All right, yeah. You have my fucking attention.
Yeah, we'll be looking at some Michael Moorcock. Okay.
Okay, I'm happy you didn't have me read I don't know the fucking manga of Free Ren. I do not stand for elf propaganda, but we all know Elric Oric is the fucking guy. He is that guy.
Okay, so we're gonna we'll do the Rama thing after DJ, just because I'm actually in the game and I don't want to just stall out while we're. 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
I hear a hum.
Oh, is my rocket engine making a humming noise? Maybe
I don't know what's going on here. I'm hearing a hum. Hold on, I want to make sure. I want to make sure that we don't have another thing where the goddamn fucking thing bursts on me. Okay, hold on. I have water lines that are right next to my apartment. So, like in the other place, I had the boiler underneath me. In this place, I have water lines. So I'm a little nervous when I hear the fucking water pump turn on for an hour straight. And now I'm hearing water shifting through the pipes. So I'm like, I really don't want to, have my wall all of a sudden turn wet and then, lose everything. So sorry about that, guys. Okay, back to the game.
Wet walls. Wet walls.
Yeah, I gotta watch out for that. That dude. I wish they'd. Because I'll call and bitch about this stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's no big deal, dude. Your pipe, your main line has been going for an hour straight. That is big deal." So if I'm hearing weird hissing sounds, I get a little nervous. But yeah, no, that is, So it is interesting to think about your stuff for Voyager. So let's get to your Voyager stuff here. Sorry about that. I'm a little distracted by the fact that I hear a pipe might go off on me any minute. I don't know about you guys, but that's a little distracted. Oh, gotta save a guy. I also do like the fact that your guy actually goes out his way to save everybody. That's his. Like, he's not just here to get power-ups and life up and shit. His ass is here to, like, save the day. So he's actually going out of his way. Okay, it stopped. Thank God. Okay, we're good. No, I do like the main character in this game. But anyway, Voyager. Okay, Voyager. Back to my brain. All right, Voyager, good sir. My ADHD has stopped for 5 seconds. So, you want to talk about Voyager. So, let's give us your first impressions. What was your first thoughts on the new Voyager game?
Well, I mean, like, no voice acting, all text, still fun to play. It's like almost, I don't know if RPG is the word, but, a lot of resource management going on. So, actually, I had to start the game over the first playthrough because I ran out of deuterium storage. I didn't build out my cargo bays. And so when I started collecting more deuterium, it wasn't going anywhere. It was getting wasted. So then when I ran out of deuterium, I could harvest the deuterium. I already scoured the entire system, and there were 2 star systems you could scour in the game.
So are you following the Voyager story? Are you actually following where... are you starting off at the main point? Are you dealing with that?
You start at ES9 as Tom Paris gives a narration. In fact, he's the one guy they must have decided to pay for the voice acting. Or they got a fake Tom Paris giving it. And he's talking about, how he's getting out of jail. He's hell is he better than being the king of colony, even though New Zealand is beautiful and better than vacation resorts. But anyway, they almost immediately get swept, or go to the bad land, and they almost immediately get swept away by the bad caretaker. And then, of course, they're like, what's going on? And then the only thing that's weird about it was, you don't have the first one. So apart from that, the story is a little different in non-creative mode. But in creative mode, it just started, not resources, but story mode, I do story mode. But I'm questioning if there's a difference in the other mode. Because I remember my friend said that you can literally off the entire Marquee crew and get home quicker. So I'm wondering if that's something that you don't get to do in story mode. And maybe story mode tries to adhere to the story, but the captain wasn't there. January was captain from the beginning. I'm sorry, the first officer. I guess there's a first officer who died, but you just don't see him in the game.
Oh no, there was never a first officer. They didn't have a first officer.
Yeah, there was a first officer on board. He died in the beginning,
No, it wasn't. No, they never had a first officer. She was supposed to get a first officer.
Really? The doctor.
No. There was never a first officer in Voyager. They she hadn't gotten her first officer yet.
Okay, I mixed it up. It was the doctor who died. It was a real human doctor who died. That's why they had to.
No, there was no doctor either. They didn't have a doctor yet.
Oh, there was a doctor.
No, there wasn't. Seriously. I'm not joking.
Did not have a permanent doctor, organic design. Okay, I guess so. Shit, I've been living on wrong law for 20 years.
Yeah,
I don't know how I got, he mentioned that he intended, okay, so he died during his, well, hold on. Dr. Fitzgerald was mentioned as the intended chief medical officer for the Voyager. He died during his initial journey to the Delta Project. So,
yeah.
That's a chief medical officer. That's a human doctor.
Yeah, but that wasn't their chief medical officer. That was a medical officer. That wasn't the chief.
There was a guy who was designated to be medical who died.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what I meant. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Apparently he was mentioned. Well, I don't know. Mentioned literally like a chief medical officer. He would be human. He would have been. Because they weren't going to send him to the Delta Quadrant without some kind of.
Well, no, they didn't. They actually had no idea what the hell they were. At the time, they weren't even supposed to go there, if I remember correctly. Janeway was.
Yeah, they weren't.
They rushed. They had no other choice because this Maquis group was fucking apparently dangerous, and they were like, "Oh, fuck off! I hate this thing." Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, other than that, the game starts out with. fact that where you got like only one deck of the ship where you can actually repair the life support, and so you repair life support, and then once you got life support up, you can then start taking the damaged rooms, cleaning them up, extracting some really useful metals, and then of course you build the rooms out. So one of the first morale challenges, and morale is a huge thing in this game. Like I don't know how you manage morale in the starter mode, because like even in story mode, I had crew members deserting the ship, which I feel like is going to the brig. I don't understand what this is about. Like, Janeway would never tell me. She's like, this is a god ship, not a democracy. And, like, but people leave the ship because of morale. And it's like, look, like, so you gotta build these quarters. So when you build quarters, you get to build emergency quarters, which is a bunk bed, basically. And then if you want to improve morale, you gotta build individual quarters, better quarters, and so on and so forth. And, that's sort of how it goes.
So here's a question. So they actually, so for some stupid reason, they actually have morale. Like, okay, I understand the morale thing, but where the fuck are you going to go in a fucking in a part of the quadrant which has nowhere like what? You're gonna spend your rest of life living in a like that's what I don't get. Like there shouldn't be a morale system. There should be a mutiny system where they fucking turn on you. That would be more of a real way to actually do something like this, because there's no fucking way.
You're right, because in a way that's how the show went. They had the Maquis and the Federation crew, that dichotomy between the Federation and Maquis crew, and that's literally what would happen. Is they literally did a mutiny in one season.
Well, they never really did a mutiny in one season. What happened was Tuvok realized that the crew was working together, and so he, as I'm slowly, repeatedly falling to my death. Got it. There we go. Chakotay, it was Tuvok that realized that the Voyager crew was working together, so he decided, okay, you know what? They're working together. I see no reason to bring this drama back to the crew. So he said, you know what? I'm just going to shut down the system. That's what that was. There was an episode about that. They really never had a full-on mutiny in the lore.
I remember episode when they got marooned on a planet and Seska took the ship with the Kazon guy and...
Yeah. Seska took the ship. That is true. Seska took the ship. That is actually true. But...
I mean, she was already off the crew at that point, I guess? Or, no, she was still... Yeah,
she was a Cardassian spy.
Yeah, so she already left. Okay.
Yeah, she was actually secretly a Cardassian spy at the time. Which is fucking hysterical that they were, okay, she was a secret spy, but okay, great, she's a secret spy. Awesome. So how do you deal with the secret spy now that she's like, why would you even reveal that or go to this other group, the Kazon? The Kazon ain't gonna get you fucking there.
She did have a rough go, but like, the guy wanted a baby, so she gave the guy a baby. That's Chakotay's baby.
That was Chakotay's baby, apparently. Oh yeah, and then I think the baby died, if I remember correctly. He never made it or something like that. I can't remember what actually happened.
The guy from Dune was in the conduit and he did a plasma manifold overloaded or some shit like that. EPS conduit overloaded. The whole ship had this big plasma surge and Seska, like, in the last breath of the ready room and I checked I want to
the baby died.
Baby, but I'm not sure.
No, the baby died. That's why he kills her. He kills her. I think if I remember correctly, the baby dies, and then he fucking just nukes her, and then Tuvok nukes him, and that's how the thing ends.
The baby who's
I don't know if I'm gonna make it here yet. I'm gonna have to.
Was taken by color. I think the baby was taken by Kazon according to the Google search when the Kazon fled the ship. So what happened to the baby after that?
I thought the baby died.
I mean, I do remember the baby survived longer than Seska. I remember that much.
Yeah. I just can't remember. I can't remember. You know, we are literally arguing about a series that we both probably haven't watched in decades, and both of us have no interest in watching.
I watched it like 5 years ago or less.
Okay, I haven't watched it in a decade because I literally, to me, that franchise, that was when I started realizing that Trek couldn't, like the new Trek was going to be bad. I was like, bail, guys! Bail! It sucks! It sucks, guys! Like, oh, it's gonna be bad! Oh my god, it's gonna be bad! That's when we started getting what I like to call the woke Trek. That's like, because then they, like Catherine Janeway wasn't a captain. Catherine Janeway was a female captain. That's when we started getting the female captain shit. And I'm like, oh no, they're gonna ruin this, aren't they? That was kind of where I was like, oh shit, you know. And then they brought The Rock in for one episode, and he shows up for 5 seconds, and he beats up 7 of 9. Yeah. Hello, Mad Docs.
I love that scene. He goes up, he gives the people's eyebrow. When I saw that more recently, I didn't know about the people's eyebrow back in the day. When I saw that episode like 2 years ago, I laughed at I was looking at the TV like, oh, this is a thing.
I know, it's funny, isn't it? It's just the level of stupidity they did with that franchise. It's a really absurd franchise if you think about it.
I love to find the trailer from the
Yeah, they had that. Oh fuck yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, they had that, didn't they? It was like The Rock shows up. It was just The Rock. And it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Holy fuck. Anyway, so a lot of this has to do with morale. Okay. What other big things did they do for this franchise?
Let's see here. Like I said, mostly follows the story, but you know, it seems to be like trying to keep it simplified. I did solve the caretaker situation, and I think in story mode they basically make it so that even when the probability, so like one of the things they put on like you got to take a switch, and when you take the switch, there's a probability bar like, between a green zone, yellow zone, and red zone. The red zone it would fail, but every time I failed, something happens like a miracle, and it works out anyway. So I have a feeling in story mode they just decided to put the mechanics that game mechanics normally work with challenge.
Well, like that's okay. So it's simplistic a little bit.
Well, in story mode, in the real mode, if that thing fails, I guess you gotta try something else. But everything you do wastes resources. So one of the things that you might be able to echo experience from something else is every time you fly to a different planet, you go through cycles or days, and they're called cycles, but they might as well be days. And what's more is the amount of debris you have, measured in cycles. So 80 cycles of deterioration. 3 cycles to travel to the planet, 6 cycles to travel to the planet, and you go to the other 6 like 6 cycles, and every time I feel like I go, reactivate sick bay, or reactivate science lab, certain mission, so you need to get your science lab up with whatever things that go to science lab to research. Some of the research might take 14 months, so really you better have something else to do than 14 cycles, because otherwise you're going to be wasting resources just flying across the system just to use up the cycles and
Okay.
I just finished the first video, so I'm guessing I'll be able to pick up other elements. What was that? Also, substitute on replicated rations. So when you put on regular rations, you lose like 1 morale per day. And I guess Neelix, the morale on 0-1, or Neelix 2
Okay. Yeah, that is a funny thing because shouldn't that be the other way around? Because they hated the actual food.
They like replicated rations. They hate Starfleet rations, right?
Yeah, it was Starfleet rations they hate. It's replicators. They want replicators. At least replicators.
The replicator rations go through. They burn more deuterium, like you burn through the deuterium more quickly by turning on, but yeah, it does keep them about up.
Yeah.
I've watched rations. You put them on regular rations, not replicator rations, but like standard rations, then then you like them around with each day. Like I have everyone. Also, if you don't build out enough temporary quarters in time, you got crewmen sleeping in the hallways. Like that's what it literally says. So I'm picturing this. I'm like, what are they doing? Laying down in sleeping bags on the floor? Like, what's going on here? And of course, that's when people start to leave. They're like, oh, these people are upset that they're sleeping on the floor. Like, dude, they're sleeping on the floor of a starfleet. It's like the nicest place you can sleep on the floor.
Well, like, why not have crew quarters at that point? Why not, like, there's other things you can do. Like, you don't need, like, are you telling me that, like, you can't make a cohabitation area? Like,
no,
I mean, Starfleet, it's not like this is a, not like this is like a Klingon bird of prey here where you fucking be suffering, like.
Well, you do build, what you do is you're building emergency crew quarters, which are effectively
Okay, like, yeah, there'd probably be some group locations because the thing is their crew went from half to double, if I remember. Like they had double the crew thanks to the Maquis.
And so far, Maquis is still in the game. So one of the things that differs is like after the caretaker mission, we don't have a Maquis crew yet. The Maquis Raider is still flying on its own. I think like Balana is currently running a ship, and Kote is the first officer. And when first I played the game, Balana factored in heavy. Now it seems that for whatever reason I did something and Balana is not factoring in heavy. So I'm not yet get an opportunity to betray the Maquis.
Yeah.
Oh, if you do betray the Maquis, you get home early, which is great, but then you end up in Operation Return out of the DS9.
Well, hey, that actually, honestly, that would be an interesting idea if you could actually do the whole Maquis fight, like if you could actually get into that bullshit in the game as well. Oh, got hit by the ice storm. Oh, son of a bitch.
I think by adopting the Maquis, you do have to do it so it's
Yeah. Well, Seska's in there, for example.
Yep, exactly. Also, you get the aero shuttle. Repaired it's operational. I haven't launched the aero shuttle yet, but it's actually there. Whereas on the show, they pretended that the aero shuttle wasn't installed, even though you could see the outline of it on the bottom of the saucer.
Yep. So overall, overall, there's an interesting idea for the game. What would you rate the game out of 10? If you were to give it a rating.
Well, I'm really bad at number ratings, but I'd say on a 1 to 5 scale, I'll give it a 4. On a 1 to 10 scale, I don't know if 8 is being too generous.
Okay. So welcome, Mad Docs. I don't know if I caught your scene. Sometimes I catch stuff and it's like, oh, okay, yep, all right. I missed 2 people out of this area. Ain't that great? Shit. I missed 2 people. So Bob, what's your thoughts of this game here, our Gravity Circuit? Something you play, Bob?
Yeah, I'd play it as a nice little time waster.
I don't find this a time waste. I find this game addictive. Like it gets super addictive as you keep going.
Ergo, time waster.
Yeah.
And my opinion of a game doesn't really follow whenever I watch it. When I play it, that's when my real opinion forms.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's see what our crew can get me here. Air jump again in midair. Reach new heights. Damn straight we want an air jump. Oh, I can't get it right now. Fuck, I don't have enough people. Shit. Okay, guess not yet. Alright, let's see if we can get some paints. Can I get some paint? Shut up! She's not inspired enough to get me paint yet? Fuck. Okay, she's not inspired enough. All right, next move set, I guess. Okay, let's get a platform. So now I have a support platform. So what I can do with the support platform, I will put it down here. I can now fix that. You know how I was having that problem where, shit was constantly, I couldn't get over that thing because I couldn't jump that? Well, now I can. Okay. So we're going to want to go back here. Yeah, we're missing a couple things. We're going to want to go back here one more time, even just for cash, and see if I can find the 2 hidden things I missed. And then if we can't find anything, we're going to move to another guy and try to get some more stuff because we want to keep going and get that set up. So no, other than that, DJ, anything else catch your eye with Voyager? Any interesting thing you wanna? Anything else other than your rating? You got anything cool?
I did enjoy the game. I can't wait. I could wait.
Yeah.
Right now,
Just check in.
we got Kev.
Yeah.
We got Kev in the game.
I hated Cass. Like, her actress was a bitch from what I heard, but I don't know how truthful that is. I also heard her actress had some.
She did some weird shit where she was on meth, and there was like some kids outside and cops would come.
Is that real? Like, I never heard about that. Okay, explain.
Like it's literally happened. She got a mugshot too.
Oh my god, I never knew about that. Okay, explain Voyager shenanigans to 2A to us.
So
Jennifer,
known for her role in Voyager, was arrested multiple times between 2015 and 2018 for various legal offenses. Charges range from incidents involving a minor to resisting arrest. Now, she didn't really do anything. She just got naked in the street, but that's basically the same thing, right? And she was ultimately ordered to undergo a mental health treatment rather than serving a significant prison time. Confirmed incidents occurred in 2018. The charges included, we read that. Outcome, we read that. So that's pretty useless information. I want to keep part about that. No violence was 31-year-old Jennifer Lee back then. Was hit with 2 misdemeanors involving children under the age of 14. The rest comes from a conversation with Lean's neighbor. All of a sudden, the shirt up. Cold TV. She started flashing, woo, woo, and said, and what respect is there for kids? There was none. And, she didn't say that part, that's the neighbor saying that. And then she turned around and dropped the I don't know if that's true now, unfortunately. Rowan County Sheriff's Office deputies served the warrant They say she was naked under a blanket on her couch. Deputies who refused their request to get dressed.
Well, some people.
Current Police Chief Randy Needle said Lean also faced multiple charges, including aggravated assault stemming from an April incident in which he says Lean rammed the police cruiser with her vehicle.
I gotta ask. Wait. Is this an actress that played on Star Trek?
Yeah, he's the one who played
this is actually, Cass was like the main, like she was a psychic.
She was the psychic lady?
Yeah.
Okay. How about I say I got a new title for this right now. Instead of Star Trek, it's Star Streaking.
Yeah. I think she's one of the few cast members that got really interesting things happen to the fact. I know 7 and 9.
You get the role play as a loopy psychic, so yeah.
Yeah. She ended up having a bad situation. Well, remember, a lot of people don't understand. You lose the rights to some of your fucking identity sometimes and stuff. So I guarantee you she didn't get a cent of that. That's why I'm kind of surprised they allowed her to be on the thing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, good point.
Dude, they did the same. They just did the same to American Gladiators, baby. And that was fucking like Jesus fuck. Imagine that. They not only that, they never paid for your fucking injuries. So if you got injured, you were fucked. Yeah, no, it was kind of a twin. Yeah.
Goodness me.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I'll drop a link to the gameplay of the game so you guys can see what I played it. What I do is I started the game and then I recorded it before my stream so that I could show people like the preliminary aspects of the game before I actually played it live.
Well, you came up. You just.
Sorry. On the next episode of Star Streaking, a voyage of exposure.
Bob. All right, you know what? We will look at some of the stuff that DJ wants to show us now because I got.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
I just wanted to make sure I got the next character here for that. So I will quit level, and then we will get to that right now. Sorry, DJ. Send those links to Gabi because, like I said, I started the video game, and okay, here we go. Here, let me.
Oh my goodness.
So, do I send you the stream link?
Yeah, yeah. Send Gabi everything because Gabi's the one that has to do that stuff. I'll be right back. Let me take a quick.
Meanwhile, I'm over here listening to Bandit Radio from Stalker. That's just like.
I still don't understand who or what Gabi is. Like, I mean, like, what does he do? Is he like a bot that will automatically relay links? Like, what's his function? Like,
Gabi is the chief's assistant. He is the reason we have a stream currently.
Like, what does he do? Give it's just a place where he can get the links, or is it like Gabi sends him a report?
It's an alt account. It's just an alt account.
So
it is a simpler way of doing things instead of.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of me fighting, I think Gabi runs the streams.
Yeah.
What does Gabi actually do? Like you're here, you can click on your own chat.
It's him. He is Gabi. He's wearing a mask.
Gabi runs the stream. Okay. So it helps me get Gabi. Gabi can.
You still got to click on Gabi's chat and get his messages.
That's what the other device is for.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I can.
The same way as you are both Star Captain and Reggie the Robot, is the same way Chief is both the Chief and Gabi.
One day, Gabi might need an avatar. You know, like a VTuber.
Okay, I meant
I don't know, Chief.
I see you.
Do you want Gabi to have a physical representation, or do you want to keep him an apparition?
It's an apparition.
Just the way I like it. Never seen, never heard. Just the way it should be.
There you go. DJ, we got yourself. You're live on the restream. We now can have a look at everything that you're doing there, DJ.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would invoke the TARDIS sheet, but I'm going to see if I can just tell the Donager to fly us back to Rama, even though I could just go there. So my ship is spinning around because I'm telling it to change its orbital parameters. So now we're going to then boost up the engines in 3, 2...
Yeah, speak up, DJ. You're coming in real quiet.
Oh, am I on Restream? Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're coming in quiet, DJ. You got to speak up.
Can you hear me better?
Yes.
Okay, good. So anyway, so right now we got the Donager from the Expanse going to fly towards this 41 kilometers a second. Shoot, that's how fast I was going when I started my journey. You know what? We're not waiting for this. We're going to turn off the engine on this. Now I'm going to go to Rama. We're just gonna go straight there. We got it loaded right here. We're gonna take control of Rama. Okay, so there's Rama now.
Okay. So the interesting about that Rama, looking at that Rama model, that is not the actual Rama model, because Rama model, remember, looks at the bottom, the back end looks like a cigar.
Yeah, that's a funny thing you mentioned that. Like, I know what you're talking about. Let me get to this A wing here. Now there's an A wing next to Rama, so we're gonna fly closer to Rama now, and we're gonna see if we can get accurate scale using a known size ship. So
also, the other thing with Rama is if you read the description of Rama, it does not have that type of shit on it. It's a solid black object.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's black if no light hits it.
No, even when light hits it, this thing still shows up as a black object. Every once in a while, there's a little like hatches you can see, but that's it. You wouldn't be seeing all this fucking bullshit. This is somebody's real bad interpretation of it. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We are arguing over a giant can of fucking Red Bull in space. I don't think I care.
I am legitimately, like, when it comes to Rama, like, it's you got to have the specs, man. Rama, it drives me nuts that people are trying to, like, turn it into the fucking Citadel shit. The Citadel shit from goddamn fuck. Yeah, it's huge. It's massive.
It's absurdly massive.
This is Halo. This is a Halo. This is exactly like a Halo spear, Rama. Like that's what this is.
You're joking about the Forerunner technology and how they have squares upon squares upon squares.
Yeah. This is a Halo fucking spheroid, or what the fuck they were called.
Sphere. It's a solenoid.
I hate Halo.
And for our next episode, we're going to teach the chief basic shapes.
No, for the next episode, we're not going to talk about Halo. Fuck Halo. I'm not. I used to play Halo, but I'm not even that big of a fan. They don't even have the. Okay, so you have like the main side structure. That would be the main entrance. Does it actually have the entrance? Do they actually have the inside Rama mapped or no?
No, inside it doesn't even have anything there. It's just transparent.
It's empty. You know what? I'll find you a better image there, DJ. Okay, I'll get you. I'll look it up for you. There's a better one that looks like Rama. But I do like Space Engine, by the way. I love Space Engine. I can't fuck around with it though, because that thing can drive my computer insane. So you wanted to show us? Do you want to boot up your Voyager stuff here? If you want to play some of your Voyager game, you can now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I believe we're live. Yeah. We gotta get DJ to play some of my video games. We gotta get DJ to play the greatest alien game of all time, Toe Jam and Earl. I just have to get that fucker to
Toe Jam and Earl. Okay.
Yeah, greatest alien game of all time, baby. I fucking love that.
I actually never considered Toe Jam and Earl aliens. I always considered them mutants.
Oh, they're aliens.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just waiting for Voyager to boot up.
That is a neat difference. What's the difference between a mutant and an alien outside of location?
Well, a mutant still has a human genome. An alien does not have a human genome.
Even if it's a mutant dog? I've never known dogs to have human genomes in them.
Well, then have you not seen...
But you get the point I'm making. It's like, besides location...
I was gonna go right to Fallout, where they fucking make the centaurs, but okay.
Oh no. Not those fucking abominations with FEV. Actually, I'm trying to figure out, which one's more... Like, not horrifying for what its parts are made of, but horrifying to run into. A centaur or floaters? Or the bloater thing, those giant leeches that fly, because those things make my fucking skin crawl.
Well, the thing about centaurs in things, as we wait for DJ stuff to boot.
A centaur, sure, it has a spit attack, but it can't really pursue you very fast.
a centaur. Okay, the thing about a centaur. Okay, the thing about centaurs is how centaurs are made. They're not like literally. They're literally like.
They are a fucking homunculus.
No, they're. You take a bunch of human parts and basically throw them into FEV.
No, there's also other parts. There's dog parts.
Yeah, you're running, DJ. Just don't know. Oh, there you go. We got you.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Chief. Is they're a homunculus of everything. They have cats, rats, dogs, humans. Doesn't matter if it's organic. It's thrown in the soup.
Yeah, it's going in the soup. I'm actually interested. That was the only thing I'm interested.
There's even depictions of centaurs with rat roach heads.
Yeah, I was interested to see what they're going to do with that in the Fallout 2 TV show, like the season 2. See if they're actually going to finally have super mutants, but I don't think they did. Which I hate. Okay, so Voyager across the unknown. Oh, there we go. Hey, you just want to continue a game, man? You can just show some gameplay. We're good for that, man. Captain of the Federation.
So,
oh God! You know what this looks like? Oh, what's the name of it? It's actually it's a gotcha game, kinda. There's an actual Starship Simulator game called Star something.
Star Citizen?
You played... What? No, not Star Citizen.
I know you're talking about. There's a game. I've seen it too. I forgot the name of it. But I think it's
a bit game.
Star Rail.
It's a bit game. No, it's not Star Rail. That's Hokan. That's Hokai. I would have said a Hokai game.
That's Hoyoverse, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck was that name?
And it's a gotcha game, like gambling mechanics and shit.
If you want to continue playing the game and build up and get more, it takes forever. You got to build stuff. Faster Than Life Ultimate. So it's a game called Faster Than Life.
I'm not going to get too far. I just want to give you guys a tour. I'm just showing you the 3D elements real quick. Just, you know, who doesn't want to see an aero shuttle?
Oh, that's the flyer, eh? That's his super.
No, that's the flyer. The aero shuttle is, if you look at the bottom of the Voyager source, there's a shape that looks like a shuttle. Because there was supposed to be a shuttle that launches like a captain's
got an update.
Yep.
Klecka received an update.
Okay.
This is update version 1 and 5 zeros and a 3. Okay,
I already refunded it, so we'll have to wait for Klefka to do anything.
I know, but I was just like, hey, we talked about this recently.
Yeah. I like Klefka. I like the idea of Klefka. Actually, the first thing I did in Klefka was grab all the basketballs.
Oh yeah, 8 points of damage.
No, I just wanted it. I just wanted the basketballs to set up all the fucking traps.
Yep, because it's more valuable to send a basketball or a coggy than throwing your currency.
Yeah, or throwing you. The first time I played it, I tried playing a quick play and the game wouldn't start. Then I tried the second time I played it. That's why I had all the weird virus things.
Why are you doing quick play? Ew. What the hell's wrong with you?
I just wanted to try the game. I was just testing. It's called play.
Dude, you should talk to me when you do these things. You host game, but it's not offline. Yeah, it's like you host, make it offline, and then everything will be fine.
I did.
Not through quick play.
I suggested you. I said, "Hey Bob, I sent you like a couple things. See if you're there." I got the game, and then
Bob was snoozing, dude.
Bob was snoozing, so Bob missed out. Bob could have, explained stuff to me. Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Should have asked when I was alive.
Well, I picked up the game in the morning, so we'll leave it there.
Well.
You know what? This also kind of...
You see this, people? This man sets himself up for failure and blames me. Let's see how it is.
No. Quick play wasn't working, so I decided to host a game. And that's when I had the fun that was the game actually setting up a bunch of silliness to me. Oh boy, did I have fun. You know the other thing this game reminds me of? Fallout Shelter. Just a lot more different.
I was getting that vibe too.
Yeah, I was getting that vibe. What's your thoughts, DJ? Did you play Fallout Shelter? Is this game give you that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
My view of the ship definitely looks like Fallout Shelter.
I actually liked Shelter, but Shelter gets that's another gotcha game where it gets so boring after an hour.
Oh yeah, I remember watching people on my ship just play that game fucking endlessly, and I'm like, seriously? I don't know, man. I'm one of those guys who is so opposed to phone games.
See,
Just get a dedicated system. It's one thing if it's something really small, like you're playing chess, checkers, or like solitaire or some shit. But when you're playing a game that you actually have to sit down and monitor shit, I ain't doing that on a fucking phone. You can go fuck yourself.
See, well, I could play on the computer, man. But like for me, the game got boring because you have to wait. It's the and then you gotta like wait for 15 other things to get off the ground. It's like, fuck.
Oh yeah.
You want to speed it up? Pay us money for the soda bottles. Like,
this is why I also hate phone games. Is you got the Clash of Clans, which is more well-known one. There was actually a really good phone game, and I say this boldly. It was called Battle Nations. It wasn't extraordinary in any sense. It just had a character compared to the slop that was Clash of Clans. Everyone was animated in their own like features, their own style. All your goons looked like goons.
Yeah.
I like the art style that the game had.
There were a couple cool phone games. I unfortunately never did get to those awesome phone games. So you're going to spend a lot of time not even in like waiting in systems. Have you come across Borg yet, or really 259 or?
And I
Okay.
don't have
NEQ?
Auditorium that's available yet. So you feel like this is where the caretaker was. Why is it here? Oh, I loaded the wrong game save. I already destroyed the caretaker array.
Why do you have to? It's like Why would you destroy the caretaker? Like that's the one thing in Voyager I never understood. Like why would you destroy that?
Well, I mean because because they were gonna the Kazon wanted to take it. In this game, that's what happened. The Kazon wanted it, so we had to destroy it so the Kazon couldn't take it.
Well, here's what I would have done to the Kazon. I would have blown the Kazon out of the water because you had way better technology. I would have nuked them. Traveled around, took the fucking thing for myself, flew it back, put a bomb in there, blow it up when we come back, and then give all that technology that we have goes to us, goes to Starfleet. It would have been celebrated here.
So wasted the cobalt devices on the Kazon. You should have just blown up on the array. You should have used them on the Kazon.
Yeah. I'm sorry, she had more power. See, that's the thing about Voyager. For the beginning bit of the Voyager, they didn't start getting more power because of that bitch Seska. I hated Seska. Oh, I hated Seska in the series because to me it made no sense. This looks like a cool game. I don't know if I'd put money into it, but if I saw this on sale, maybe I'd pick this up.
You guys ever find yourself in that position that when it comes to sci-fi,
yeah.
no, like find yourself in that position when it comes to sci-fi. It's like, is there really any point in going further? Depending on the sci-fi, of course. It's like when you get to a certain level of technology, do you even have a story anymore?
Yeah. Yeah, even the most advanced technology series can always have an interesting side hustle. Yes, I made that joke. Side hustle. It's like, yeah. No,
I know. But even so, it was just like a genuine question came to mind of like, if your technology is so up there, do you have any struggles, and how would you write that? Because the lower the technology is, the more struggles you could write about.
Yeah, exactly. I get what you're saying. Well, we'll get to that. We'll continue that in a sec here. Thank you, DJ, for showing us Voyager. This actually looks like a good game. I don't know if I throw the money towards it, but I don't know. It does look something.
I'm a little confused by what game save I loaded, but you can see here we got 26 homeless crew. So I can turn these ruined rooms into emergency quarters. But the problem is, like, I really need to get life support on more decks because storing. Look at this. I got 159 duraniums out of 150 capacity. I have 1,295 deuterium with a capacity of 1,500. So if I build out cargo bays, which I could do over here, I have to use the space wisely. The cargo bay takes up 3 slots. So I'll probably build cargo bay here, emergency quarters here, emergency quarters here, and take it from there. So that's the plan. But yeah, any questions?
No. Overall, I just wanted a rating for this game, and it looks like an interesting game. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go back to the game that we were running on. Thank you so much, DJ.
Thank you.
And I will leave that stream, and we are going to go back to Kitty Cat. The cat meows in. Meows in at great big speed. And then we were going to go back to the fun that was, we're going to go back to the game I was playing on here just for tonight. Okay, there it is. Gravity Circuit, guys. We're going back to Gravity Circuit. And, okay, so... Bob, ask your question now that we have DJ's a little more accessible to the topic. Okay, we're good. Yeah. What was your question again? That way everyone can.
Yeah, the original question was, when you get so far in technology with sci-fi, and hell, doesn't have to be sci-fi necessarily, it could even be post-apocalypse. Doesn't it get more difficult for writers to write about a certain struggle unless it's a very particular thing, such as an outward force like alien invasion, XYZ? Because I go with the philosophy of the lower the technology is, the more struggles you can write about.
Yep. That's a valid. Well, what you could do with that, if you're a good writer, is come up with like a plot device that makes a bunch of the technology useless overnight, or put them in a situation where a particular resource that they became dependent upon in order to sustain this technology gets maybe the aliens deny access to that resource, and suddenly they can still use that high technology, but only to a limited extent. It has to pick when to utilize their magical beam weapon or their magical whatever it is that they use. Like maybe they use plutonium to build hulls, and now they get that's what they got. They got to recycle what they got. Deep Space Nine. You can judge the writers, you can criticize them or agree with them. I'm going to tell you what I heard. I'm not going to judge them either which way. I'm not going to judge them. But the mindset from some of the writers in Space Nine was like they hated replicators because they solved too many problems. And there were many episodes where they just had to ignore the replicators on the next generation. On DS9, they tried to avoid the replicators as much as possible because they just didn't want, there's too many things that could be solved. You could always complain that you kept replicated. Old Fresh Latin, you kept replicated. It's got some property that makes it impossible. You can transport anti-matter.
Or inflation. Yeah, or risk to inflation.
Well, that's why they replicate gold press Latin, but it sounds like almost like a more deflationary currency. And my question becomes, well, how do you make it? I don't know. This is one of the things that they had to ignore, or pretend that the replicator couldn't be used, so it wouldn't cause that.
Yeah, that's why you use it for something like cigarettes.
Perfect. Great economies and war.
Yeah. How about you say you could solve food shortage with replicators, with how quote-unquote advanced they are. They really do feel like a MacGuffin sometimes.
They are a MacGuffin. But in sometimes, but it all depends on Repla gel. And the reason they don't do that with Latinum is because, simply put, it's not even that Latinum is a resource that's that. It's that it's a limited resource currency, and they basically Starfleet has rules about doing that.
Yeah. Well, another good question is, this kind of goes back to Rendezvous with Rama. With all the questions that you ask, does anyone stop to ask, does it even matter?
Yep.
You get what I'm saying with that is what if it's this? What if it's this? What if it's this? And I was like, well, we'll figure it out along the way, and then we'll figure out if it matters or not. It's like, does it really matter what you think in this current time?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've had to ask myself that all the time. It's like, oh, the moment I'm going through really shit, there's nothing I can do about it immediately, so does it really matter? Well, embrace the suck. Deal with it.
Embrace the suck.
Yeah, embrace the suck. That's a common military phrase we always use. Also helps to incur discipline. though it can also be used in the other sense. Usually typically used by officers who realize they're putting you through a world of bullshit but want you to deal with it like a good pet. I still hate officers, I'm sorry. You know, just because you're a fucking a goddamn butter bar doesn't mean shit, alright? Yeah, respect the rank, not the person wearing it.
Yep.
And you can have that difference. Yeah, you can actually do that because it's not going against the UCMJ or any book. You can have a distaste or a disrespect towards the individual. You gotta be tactful about it. But as long as you are not insulting the rank or outright refusing the rank unless it's not a lawful order, there's nothing they can pin you on.
I think my friend's favorite response was to most guys that were serving, because he had a lot of guys that were younger than him were coming up, and he was still kind of just the guy at the engine thing.
It's always the college grain feds that want to tell an old salt what to do in this situation. It's like, how about you sit down and shut the fuck up? But go ahead, sorry. I've ran into that often.
My favorite was he remembers this young guy talking to him, and he's like, you got to listen to me. And he's like, okay, if I listen to you, that's good. Now, are you going to, now after I've listened to you, are you going to be the one that explains to the captain why the engine stopped working? Because if we do the way you want to do it, sir, you are going to have an engine failure. So, we can do it my way, which is the right way, or we can do it your way, which is the stupid way. Which way do you want it, sir? And even that, like, it's funny because he was giving him this look, and it's like the one, he had another guy with him, and the other guy was looking at him and going, he's got so many more years on us, man. That was the response the one guy had. He's got so many more years on us. He is just going to go over our heads. Just stop.
Yeah. Yeah, it was always funny. Every time, because even the old salts would look at me as like, I know he's putting you through a bunch of bullshit, but just work with it for now. I'll pull some strings for you. I was like, thanks.
Yeah.
Because there was a moment where one of the officers who was in charge of my group wanted to talk to me with like some paperwork or some shit, because he's like, he finally realized that I'm just doing the stupid seaman as a role. I'm sharper than I try to be. I'm trying to stay stupid. That way I don't have to have more responsibilities on my shoulders, because I like this easy street. I'll be real with you. I don't care about anybody's opinion on that. The less responsibilities you have to worry about, the easier your life will be. So, he goes off to get like this packet of training bullshit or whatnot, and a senior chief rolls up and he's like, hey, I know you don't like the guy. I know you really don't like talking to him. And I know you got watch. So go ahead to your rack. I'll tell him you have to prep for watch. I was like, alright, thanks, senior. Yeah, the old salts will cut you a break if they like you.
Yeah, the old salts won't tolerate shit. That was the thing. Like, he at that point, this guy was more old salt than I care. Like, my buddy who served for a very, very long time in the military. Like, he never left that ship until it fucking decommissioned. Even then, he asked about buying the ship.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'll tell you what,
buy the ship. Yeah.
Those are the best moments, is whenever the old salts, pull some slack for you. They'll pull some strings because they have experience. They know what to do. And they like you.
Yeah.
To me, that's a high honor. It's like, if a guy who's been here longer than I have been alive says he likes you, that's all the praise I need. I'll keep doing whatever he needs. Hell, it even got to the point where I used to do coffee runs in my free time for him.
Yeah, that's what you get. Like I said, on a ship, like on a military base, you might have a different story. Like Army, you might have a different story. But
yes, our ship was very different. It was completely different compared to anything else because of such a small crew count. On other ships, you don't even talk to a chief. You don't fucking look at a chief as a lower enlisted, unless you're maybe a petty officer, which is like anywhere from E4 to E6.
Yeah.
You know, a chief won't even talk to an E1 through E3. But on our ship, we had to do it out of necessity because we don't have a whole lot of people, which was a main benefit.
Yeah, and in a lot of ways, I think you would have got along if you would have served with the basement boy. You would have liked him. By the way, his fun story about him is R.I.P. By the way, he's an old man. When he used to live under a laundromat, and at the time, no one else, at the time they didn't have a guy who could do the job for the laundromat, so he actually offered. He said, "Look, I know you got nobody that can do this right now. Would you like it if I just legitimately did the job for you? Like if I just covered the cost? I'll do the work. All you have to do is cover a percentage of my rent every month." And he actually became the landlord for this guy. In the end, they kept him on as a landlord because they realized this is the guy that can do the job. And so when someone moved out of that laundromat, because it was like an underground location, the best way to describe this place that he was living in the basement, I want you to picture in your head, you go down a flight of stairs, it's right next to a laundromat, like right next to a laundromat area, and there's a couple more floors on this building. You have to go down into the basement, there's piping above you, and there's nothing but darkness because the light broke. The light either burned out or broke, or you can't see the light. There's two there's a washer and dryer downstairs, coin op. And then you go down a long corridor, and both you and another guy have to share a bathroom. So and when you get into the place, there's piping all above you. Like I can't reach my arm up. Like if I was sitting, my head almost touched the piping. I could feel the heat on my piping on my hair. Like it's very close. And
back when you had hair, wow.
Oh yeah. Dude, I used to have a mane, man. It used to go down to my butt. I used to hear this every.
It used to be like one of those hair metal guys.
Oh, I was a hair metal guy, man. I fucking used to wear a leather jacket too, but that's way back in the day. Anyway, I went golf back in the day, so I even had my hair tied up like that and stuff. So I went complete fucking back in the day.
How much did you spend on like hair hold?
I never, not often because I naturally think, but then I cut it down so it was like a mullet, and I kept my mullet. That's basically how I went.
Fair.
Yeah, I stayed a mullet, or I stayed Superman hair, where I had a lot of hair.
A little cowlick.
Yeah, I had a cowlick. Yeah, I used to have that thing where I could go, and I have to anime my hair. I'd have the anime hair back in the day, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Long time ago. Anyway, as you come down in here, you have a bed, a TV, a washer, dryer kit, and there's like very little to any lights because you can't really put lights up with all the piping.
Yeah.
So you have to actually put lights around for the kitchen and shit. So what happened is when this guy died, the guy next to him died and passed away. So he said, "Look, I'm doing the maintenance for you. How about this? We're going to." Sorry about pausing the game, boys. I just wanted. I was explaining, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't being distracted. He got asked by this group if you would like to, as put, he said, give me the extra rent, make it as my rent was. In exchange, I want for my work for here, I want to be able to literally take this other guy's apartment and make it my own. So he did, and he actually made his own apartment. He built it up, and oh fuck yeah. He turned both those apartments in that bathroom into his own little fucking haven. Like that place, that actually looked nice. Back in the day, it went from having this garbage-looking location to nice, sweet. And that was Basement Kevin, man. He was an awesome guy. And then he got a house because his sister needed a house, and that was how that kind of came about.
Now, another thing about little stupid office politics that they have in the Navy, speaking about like rank and all that.
Yeah.
So there was a time where I was sent out by my petty officer first class to ask for line handlers to a ship that was next to us because we returned one of their helicopters. It was an aircraft carrier. When we were doing an air operation, one of their helicopters had a little hiccup. So we basically taxied their helicopter over. And once the helicopter was all good to go, we got it off our deck and everything, they sent me over to request line handlers. And apparently, behind the scenes, back at my ship, they're like, did you seriously just send the seamen out to get line handlers? Like, yeah. You know they're not going to give us line handlers until we get somebody of higher rank. Nah, they're good. Basa, he got it. So I get there, and, respectfully request line handlers for the ship. So they have me wait, and I'm waiting about 15 minutes, and then they have a first class who's part of their deck division come down and is like, sorry, we can't spare any line handlers and all that, and then, okay, fine. I get sent back on my way, come back aboard, explain the situation. Then my chief goes over there. And all of a sudden, they got the fucking line handler. I don't know how. I thought they were busy.
Yep. Ain't that always great when like it just goes down that way? They're like,
yeah. So it was just a case of like, oh, a seaman's requesting this. They sent a seaman over, and nah, let's not worry about it. Oh fuck, it's Chief's here. Oh hi, yeah, we got line handlers. We can send you those calls. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? No matter what, we're gonna get the fucking line handlers, bitch. We have a schedule just like you do.
I know, right? It's always funny. It's always funny when they do that, though.
Goddamn. Yeah. I hate office politics. I hate bureaucracy. If a job needs done, just do the fucking job. Fuck.
I know, right?
Oh, I don't know. That was just a funny story because everybody was just sitting back at the ship wondering what my fate was going to be.
No, apparently nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of them even said, is like, they're not going to get us line handlers. We just sent the seamen.
Yeah.
I did my job. That's all I care about. I did my job right.
I hate that shit too. Like, this is why I hate bullshit and authority, and I had to deal with that a lot when I did the voting stuff. I had to deal with that weird shit all the time, where like all of a sudden,
charity.
Yeah, like charity. Yeah, for the voting stuff, I had to deal with that all the time. My favorite thing ever was when I realized. I've told the story before of the bullshit that was that one time we had somehow our computer had sent the programming had sent us so that we were basically everyone was repeatedly calling the same place over and over and over again. And I remember telling somebody, "Hey, we're sending it to everybody." Oh, okay. And then what's the response to that? Don't do anything until someone of authority goes through it. But I'm like, motherfucker, I just told you what was going on. That we were legitimately, we were sending a repeated phone message to other people. Now, DJ, I want you to, okay, you're a voter, right? You can vote.
I don't vote.
Yeah, can you vote?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're a voter. Now I want you to picture this in your head. Just I'm giving you a little imagery here. Okay, so I'm calling you from a certain group, and I'm asking you from that certain group, hey, would you vote for us? Now, 5 seconds later, you get another phone call. Hey, Hey, I'm calling you to ask if you're voting for us. Would you like to vote for us? Now, down another 5 seconds later, you get another phone call. Hey, we're from X party. Do you want to vote for us? We're looking for voters. Can we sign you up for something?
One, I don't answer the phone. Two, when I actually answer the phone, I pretend that I don't even answer that call because I hang up early. I go, oh, I hit the wrong button. And I hang up.
No. This is. Let's say this is a party you actually that you're supporting.
Oh well, I mean, if it's a party and a candidate I'm willing to vote for, yeah, I probably would say so. But
Yeah. But imagine having to do that first time, second time, third time. Imagine if they call you 16 times in one day.
Oh, well, speaking of that, I get text messages 16 times a day from fucking people. I'm pretty sure I didn't sign up for it. At this point, looking for an app that will let me post it. Couldn't type the word stop giving up.
So here's what happened.
Everyone who messaged me, I'm definitely not voting for ever.
Okay, so I want you to imagine, though, 15 times in a row.
By then I become whatever the opposite political party is.
Exactly. So when somebody who's working at your fucking call, your telemarketing, is telling you, oh shit, and people are screaming at me, you're like, and you know what I was told? You know what I was fucking told? I love this. I love this response. I was fucking told for this voting group, hey, some people might get a little mad at you. This isn't a little mad at you. When I hear someone, if you ever fucking call me again, I'm gonna find out where you are and I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm like, hold on.
Goddamn! Over ballots?
Yeah. No, that's someone getting called 15 times in a row. And he said, you called me 15 times in the last 20 minutes. Fuck off. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Then I realized, oh shit. We all have the same call system. We're calling the same people. They gave us the same call number for the same day.
Oh no.
Fuck. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that's what actually happened. This is a legit story. This actually happened. I can't tell you what political party this was, but this happened where they gave us the same fucking numbers, the same 15 pages over and over and over again.
Oh no.
Yes. Imagine how mad a lot of those motherfuckers were the second they realized that, oh, those assholes were calling us over and over and over again. I mean, my God, I would fucking be livid. I would be livid if someone called me 15 times in a row. But they did it multiple times. It wasn't just once. They kept doing it, and even when I notified them, I actually told them, hey guys, you know, she has the same number I have. We're literally calling the same people over and over and over again. They went, oh, thank you for the information. We'll deal with it. And then they didn't. They fucking waited like the next day before they figured it out, and they kept doing it. They put me somewhere else. They sent me somewhere else, even though I notified them of the fucking bullshit. Yeah. They didn't fix it right away. They waited a fucking day because they were like, oh well. No, you fucking fix this because you're losing voters. This is why that guy. Can I be honest? I honestly believe that's why he lost. Because like, if I was a voter, if I was a fucking voter, and you called me 15 times in a row, go suck a giant fat one.
Cucumber.
I'm not voting for you. Yeah, I'm not voting for you. Fuck off. And that's what I think. That's actually what I think happened. Like,
that's how I am with you sometimes, Chief.
And I don't call you that often, so.
Yeah, you don't call me, but you spam a bunch of fucking messages, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Not all that often.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. Try to lighten the mood.
Yeah. Well, there's no mood lightning. It was fucking funny. I thought it was hysterical.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, it's just like, hey, look at all these links that we see here, and it's just like, what, maybe 7 times in a day the chief will send something. I'm like, geez, man.
I thought it was hysterical back in the day because I was like, oh my god, these guys are literally calling the same people over and over again. They were mad. Like I had people screaming at me, like furious, like frothing angry. And I'm like, oh well, this guy lost. That was my response. They put me on. That's when they put me on number. That's when they put me on. That's where they put me on the signing stuff. And I had to go to the porn store to drop off votes. Certain things for someone that was there at that store. I had to stop off their office. And then they like legitimately. That's where I saw that girl. In her car. So yeah, no, that was an interesting night. That was voting for that. Those. Okay, I've had a couple times I've done stuff for different parties and stuff, but like my favorite ones were the few interesting voting places I had was when I had the one guy the guys that gave me freaking $700 to go get food, and I'm like, guys, you're giving someone who you don't know $700 in food. I appreciate the support, but I'm also very shocked that you're giving a man $700 in money to go get food for a banquet that you don't know. I was rather fascinated by the interesting thought process. Hey, let's give the absolute noob, the guy who just showed up 5 minutes ago, this cash. That was the same party. That was the same idiots. They did some weird shit with me. Like that was funny though. It's like they gave me that much cash. I'm like, you usually don't give the guy who just showed up 5 seconds ago that type of cash. And then they put me on fucking call, and that's when I had the call shenanigans. And then we ended up setting up a bar, and I ended up stuck at the bar. And it's like, we're gonna have you guys doing this for a couple minutes, and we'll have you this, and this. And then we just waited and waited and waited, and then I had literally people just leaving because nothing was going on. Like, they had us set up 4 hours too early. And so here I am sitting there by myself, no one else there, and I'm sitting and everyone left. And I'm like, well, that's great. By the time I got done, they gave me a ride home. It's like, oh, can I stay for the party? Oh, sorry, we don't have enough room for you. It's like, I just sat here for the last 4 hours waiting to get to this party. And you fuckers telling me that I have to leave. Okay, fuck you. I wasn't voting for the asshole when I went home. I didn't vote for that party that year. Oh, I just... Jeez, man. Oh, I have so many of these. I hate to say it. You know what? Can I be honest? The best party I ever worked for was, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna actually openly say this for the party. Best party I ever worked for were the Liberal Party. I mean, sorry, the Conservative Party. That was the best party I ever worked with. Like every other party, there's a problem. That party, I actually got shit done. I actually got to do stuff, and I didn't feel like I was wasting my fucking time. I'm being honest. No. I'm getting flashbacks. It's like, fuck. There are times in the Navy I felt like I was wasting my time. Like the Liberal Party one was hysterical. That was the diseased old dog. I brought that one up on live stream before, but I can always bring it up again. You guys seem to like that story. The diseased dog one. I went from the party that was like, I go to the party that I go there. I'm not going to say what party this is because I don't want to insult the party. Don't want to get in trouble. But, okay, so I go to the one party. Okay, we'll set you up with, okay, we're going to set you up with a couple stuff. Don't worry, you're going to get everything ready. We'll have everything for you ready to go. Okay, all you got to do is go to this place. You go to the place, I go to the place, there's like me, 2 elderly people, and a diseased old dog that I ended up having to sit there and wait for. It was one of the most annoying fucking things I ever had happen for me as a guy. I was like, oh, really, assholes? So no, yeah, I am not a fan in. I'm not a fan of these of certain key parties because of that. Okay, grip enhancer, light alloy. Gain protective aura that allows you to deal damage upon contact, increase speed, become invulnerable during slide, avoid everything. Not right now. I'll worry about that later. I think I might just do some grinding. The problem with this game is you are grinding a little bit. Shit. Shockingly green color makes you release a bolt of energy. Yeah. Let's make myself so I can fire bolts of energy now. Ain't that great? Now I can fire super shots off.
Green.
Green, the power. No, I had fun with some of the stupid stuff, but no, that one party, man, they had you fit as a fiddle. They had us out. They had me out putting out signs and slamming signs in the ground instantly with the conservative party at that time. They had us food. They had food ready to go. Like literally, you could grab. Literally, it's like, oh, you're gonna go do the signage. Here's your sandwich. Here's your drink for today. Here's a couple ball of water. Oh, okay, we'll have you out in a couple seconds. There you go. When I did the call center for them, they were like fast. It's like, okay, here's all the information you need. Call, and they had me set up for the call days instantly. It was like real quick. It was rapid. It was like instant. Unlike the other one where it was a fight. And it's like, god damn it, you know? Like they had themselves on the ball for that party. I was carrying like 2,000. I remember actually the funny thing was for that one, I remember at one time me and the one guy with the truck, because they had a guy driving me in a truck and I was doing the sign-ins for stuff. So they had people who, you know, their time at their memberships had lapsed for the party, and so they actually had me. This is kind of crazy if you think about it, because again, they gave me the mission of that I had to plan ahead and set up their programming for like people who had used the free sign up. So basically, I was given $10. People were giving me money, and I could have easily walked away with $2,000 at the end of the night. It was that crazy how much their work was and how much they actually had me doing something. So, you know, best party I dealt with was certain parties. Certain parties I didn't like dealing with. They were annoying as fuck. But yeah, no, I still think that was sabotage. To this day, I still think that was sabotage because, like, are you fucking kidding me? They kept giving out the same signage. Like, wow, that's stupid. Oh, there it is. Which, you know, I could see. A lot of people do stupid shit for party stuff. Alrighty. Fuck this. No! Ah! No! Died again. Damn it. Oh, no big deal. So overall, that's a nutshell of some of that stuff. So next week, what are we doing for Space Geeks next week? We are going to be looking at the book A Boy and His Dog. So Bob will fun with that.
Yep. The chief tells me that one's really depressing.
It's dark. It's the same guy who created the famous book, you know, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Yeah.
And he's kind of an interesting guy. He's one of the few guys, if I could ever get on the show, I'd legit try to get him on the show. Just because he was a fascinating motherfucker of like a human being. Like this guy, actual communist in some ways, but in some other ways he was very interesting and did some really, really unique shit in his life that made me wonder about him as a guy. Like, he's one of those interesting, how to put it, interesting case study of a human being. And the actual book, the book's a lot more nicer than the actual movie. Because the movie still ends the same way as the book, but the movie ends with, how to put it? The movie ends with like him and the boy after a really, really dark moment, and the dog ends up doing something, and then the dog's actually laughing about the situation, and they both go off with a hearty laugh after committing a very, very violent crime. But that is Ellison in a nutshell. Like, he is really negative way of looking at humanity. Really negative way of looking at humanity. Like, we create our own destroyers with I have no mouth and I must scream. Have you ever read, DJ, have you ever read A Boy and His Dog?
I've seen the movie, not the book.
What do you think of the movie? That actually be an interesting idea.
I loved it. I watched it many years ago, but
Best way to watch it. So.
Psychic dog that's talking, and he sees the girl, and
Don't say anything. Don't say anything too much. We want to save it for Bob.
When you guys get to the part of the book that I'm talking about,
oh yeah, I know which part you're talking about, and that stuck with me too. That stuck with me too. There's also a continuation of that series later on. Like, there actually is I can't remember the name of the other series. There's another series. Because he apparently kept the series going for a while, and it's called Bloody Rover or something like that. And I don't know much about it because I've never read it, but it's apparently very, very interesting. A lot of book series, I'm kind of infamous for. I don't like looking at book series. I'm kind of infamous for being like, okay, there's a book series, there's a book, there's like multiple to this book. All right, I'm not gonna read the rest of the books because I find in a lot of occasions I have a notorious feeling of like, oh shit, you know, this just kind of ruined the book now. Fuck, you know. Like look at Game of Thrones, man. Look at what they did to Game of Thrones. And it's mainly because one, the creator did not want to work on the Game of Thrones stuff. Like, he just kind of. I'm sorry. Anybody who believes that he wants to continue working on this book is high. He's done. He finished. He had no interest in continuing the book, and he's had no interest. He wants to go do other things. Okay. See, he comes from that guy comes from an era where a person could create a sci-fi work and then never finish it. Create a fantasy setting? Oh no, it never has to finish it. It's just there. When you get to Gremlin Man, get to his own Mega Man. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, Gemini Man. Yeah. He's not in this one. Oh, actually he is. He's just later on. No, because Michael Moorcock's a good example of this. Michael Moorcock has not finished anything for the Elric series. But, like, you know, look at another one is Berserk, the creator of Berserk. He never finished the series, and it's never going to get finished. To my vibe, I don't think it's ever going to get done. Although there are rumors that he actually had an end game. And no one's going to like the end game, I don't think. I think if the rumors of the end game are true, there are going to be so many pissed off people with that end game. And I really feel bad for anyone who works on that book. It's one of those I think they should have stopped once he died, unfortunately. Tragically, that should have been the end of the series. I hate to say it. The only can you think of DJ? Can you think of any sci-fi series that actually contributed and actually worked out better for the creation, other than like Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek?
Well,
because I can't think of any sci-fi. I can't think of any sci-fi series that legitimately got better because the creator died. Oh, well, you just pissed off a lot of people. Well, you know what? I'll have to put this as a short. I'll have to put this as a short, and I'll have so many angry geeks after you.
I can't remember who died. Who wrote a good story that. He was only he lived like hard.
Yeah. No, I can't think of anybody. I can't think of anybody where the creator bites it and everyone's like, man, that series after the creator died, that worked great. That was perfect. I'm like, no, I don't remember a single person. It's usually like, look at Lord of the Rings still has this problem. To this day, there are people still fucking bitching over the OG, not Star Trek, the Lord of the Rings movies. Like, there are people that still think that the Lord of the Rings movies are pure shit. I actually disagree that they're not pure shit. The problem is they're good, and that's what created the problem. We unfortunately, thanks to him creating that, we now unfortunately have people who think that they know what's good for Lord of the Rings, which, you know, makes Lord of the Rings. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I wish I was, but I'm not lying. That's legitimately what happened. Oh, fuck off. Like, I wish I was joking, but nope. Unfortunately, this created the problem that is the modern day Lord of the Rings. Like, look at what they did. They didn't want to do their work. They didn't want to create their own. This is what makes me afraid of what's bound to happen to Narnia. Netflix got Narnia, man. I do not want to see what Netflix does with Narnia. I really don't, because I mean, that is a story about that is a somewhat Christian story. I do not want to see people touching the Christian story in a lot of ways, because it's like, you know, I can only imagine what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still need more likes, and we still need more subscribers if you guys want us to do The Bride. Me and Bob and DJ will all watch The Bride, the movie that was so bad that people apparently walked out. 15 minutes in, and they walked out of the movie The Bride. What's that tell you, boys? Tells you that was bad. Also, if you guys want to see more of this game, give us a heads up, give us a like. We're all about wanting. I will play more of these other video games if people have the likes. Like, because next week, if we're going to be talking about Boy and His Dog, I was thinking of doing some more Fallout that day. I might do a Fallout episode, or work on the Fallout for the dystopian stuff. Now, how the hell? Oh. Okay, I see. I do like the grappling hook in this game. That is actually an interesting idea of using a grappling hook as an actual tool that functions. Okay, no, I suffer damage. Alright, I guess I have to do this way. 1, 2. I always like checking. You never know the hidden zone in this game. Even though I've played this game a bunch of times, I still occasionally check. You never know if you miss something. So yeah, no, it would be an interesting idea for Boy and His Dog. Are you going to join us for the review of the Boy and His Dog, JJ? Do you want me to send you the link to the audiobook next week?
What time?
The same time we're doing Space Geeks.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Okay, sure. I'll send you the audiobook. I can actually send you the actual book, but you know, I know you guys have been.
I'm like a Marine. The books have one, and if you're a Marine, you get audio. I'm a Marine.
Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna take the risk though. If that's the thing. Let's see if there's anything up here though. Always check. Nope. Okay. I get you, my friend. I'll send you the audiobook. I'll probably listen to it on Monday. I don't think I'll listen to it now because if I do, I'll forget some stuff. It's a recap. They're all short. Most of this guy's work is pretty short. Yeah. An hour 45, I believe, is his book. We could do Return to Rama eventually, but not right now. I don't think Bob will want to read Return to Rama after the 8-hour thing.
Correct. That was the dedication of paragraph upon paragraph.
Yeah, and Bob will have a lot of fun with the second book. That's the one where they actually have the girl explain. Like they explain a girl's beliefs, if I remember correctly, in that one.
Fuck's sake.
Oh shit! Yeah, it gets fun. He's almost dead. Woo-wee! Boom! Got him. Boop. Bounce. Dead. Yeah. So yes, it is it's definitely a fun little game here. Battles. This game's actually fun. I can actually beat this all. Like if we sat here for another hour or something, I could beat this game. But I think we're about to call it, and then tomorrow is the fun of Jungle in the Fire. We are looking at one more new Guardians. I have to actually look at issue 3, make sure there's no nudity or anything like that, because I can't 100% remember. So I just don't want to, get our channel instantly destroyed. Like I was taking a risk with Under the Trees Where Nobody Sees. I really was taking a risk, but I was like, you know what? It's a podcast. I don't think they're going to give a fuck if we wait a bit. We should be fine. But I have a couple ideas, a couple stuff. So I'm going to save it here, though. I'm going to end it for the night. So see you guys tomorrow as we look up and we have more fun of the absolute joy that is the New Guardians part, the last part as we play Zelda. Play some new read some new Guardians, and then we're gonna have some more fun with some other stuff. We'll figure out stuff. You never know. We always have some fun ideas. All right, guys. See you guys next time, and you guys have yourselves a very, very good night. I don't know is Logan up right now, DJ, or no?
Huh?
Oh, hi, Aris. Welcome
Hey, Aris.
to the channel as we're about to end the episode. We're about to end the episode. Well, you got a couple seconds, Arus. What was your thoughts of Rendezvous with Rama? Did you read the book?
Oh. No.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, you are. You're talking about it's me.
Yeah. Well, we won't do that to you, Arus. All right. We will see you guys next time on Throwback Thursday as we play some more Zelda or Stardew Valley if Nico shows up. Or we are going to just chillax and have some fun and look at some new Guardian fluff. Have yourselves a very good night, everybody. And I believe, is Logan on right now? Or is he off today? Yeah. If Logan's on, we'll send him to Logan. No, you know what? We will send you, because I don't see Logan on, we are going to send you to William SRD. And say Orc Raid, boys, if you get there. Remember to give them the love. Say Orc Raid. We want people to know that we're coming from different. Oh, we want people to know where we're coming from, boys. All right, I'm gonna go to my channel. I will get it now. Put it up. I don't see any Logan, so.
Yeah, he's not on tonight.
Okay, here you guys go. All right, have yourselves a very good night, everybody, and we'll see you next time on Orc War Chief